I'm Jenny Nichols from MyComputerCareer. I'm here to help you make sure you not only have the technical skills you need to advance in your career, but the skills to find the right jobs and attract the right employers. Remember, what you're learning in these videos is a very important piece of your education. So watch them all, complete the activities, download the resources, and land that dream job. Today, we're going to be talking about a piece of your professional life that you need to get right: using LinkedIn effectively. In many ways, your LinkedIn profile is like a resume on social media. You'll use a lot of the same information for your LinkedIn profile. If you do have your resume finished, be sure to have it handy as you work your way through everything we're going to cover today.
I'd never used LinkedIn much before, and honestly, when I heard MyComputerCareer talk about it, I was skeptical. But I actually found my first tech job on LinkedIn. It's a great way to network and hear about employment opportunities.
So, what is LinkedIn? LinkedIn is the world's largest professional social network. There are more than 200 million members and over 4 million companies represented on LinkedIn. With so many potential contacts right at your fingertips, it's not hard to see why you should be on LinkedIn. But how should you use it? Here's a quick quiz to test your knowledge. What is the most important way you can use LinkedIn? A, to find position titles if you're new to the industry. B, to expand your current network. C, to find classmates and MyComputerCareer staff. Or D, to discover companies that are hiring. The answer? This was a trick question. It's actually E, all of the above. Use LinkedIn well and it'll help you throughout your entire career. But be warned, LinkedIn may be a social network, but it's nothing like Facebook. Wait, stop!
Huh?
Stop what you're doing right now and move your hands away from the keyboard.
Okay, I won't touch it.
Joelle, you cannot use that photo for your LinkedIn profile picture.
Why? I think it's cute.
Well, it's cute, but employers don't want to see a cute photo. They want to see something professional. This isn't Facebook. Don't you have a headshot?
Well, yeah.
Well, use that instead.
How's that?
Woo! Much better.
Yeah, I guess it is.
But what if you don't have a nice headshot? You can take one yourself. Make sure that you have a background that is not too busy. Your lighting should not create extreme shadows. The photo should be taken from the chest up. And finally, always make sure that your photo is clear and focused. Nobody likes a blurry picture. There's also the option to upload a profile cover photo. Remember to follow the same guidelines, as this should be professional, and your contacts will associate this photo with you as a professional.
One of the biggest slip-ups I see is people mistaking LinkedIn for another social network. It's not a place to post silly status updates or to vent, to post political or religious views, or to share party photos. It's a place to put your professional self on display. And that doesn't mean you can't have a personality, but leave your personal life for your family and friends.
It's also important to remember that using LinkedIn professionally doesn't mean you can do whatever you want on other social networks. Prospective employers can do an internet search for your name and come up with all of your social media profiles. Make sure you have appropriate profile pictures and be careful with your privacy settings so you're not accidentally oversharing.
This is overwhelming.
What is?
Figuring out what to put in my profile. I mean, you had me nervous with that whole picture thing. I just want to make sure I get it right.
That's totally understandable. Let's take a quick tour of LinkedIn together and dive into each feature. First, you've got your name, profile picture, and tagline. This gives people a quick, at-a-glance sense of who you are professionally. Then you have your overall profile. This can include your summary, past work or military experiences, honors and awards you have received, skills you've obtained, your past and current education, as well as the certifications you have earned. Next come recommendations and endorsements. As your network expands, people will have the opportunity to endorse your skills or even write recommendations for you. This provides powerful social proof that lets prospective employers know that you're the real deal. Which brings us to the next feature, connections. Here are the people you know. Then you've got groups. These are groups of other professionals with your same interests or in the same fields. Next are companies, where you can follow organizations you're interested in working for. And finally, you can post status updates. Does that help?
A little, I guess, but where do I start?
Let's start with your headline. Like your resume summary statement, your LinkedIn headline should use clear, direct language and include keywords for the kinds of jobs you're applying for. It's typically shorter than your resume summary statement, preferably one sentence instead of 3 or 4. For example, if your resume summary statement is IT professional with experience in management and customer service, knowledgeable in troubleshooting Windows, network security, Active Directory, and basic networking, strong team member who effectively implements new procedures into work routines, you might make your LinkedIn headline something like IT professional with troubleshooting, network security, and Active Directory skills. Or if your resume summary statement is adaptable IT professional pursuing a progressive education including multiple Microsoft, CompTIA A, and Cisco certifications, outstanding communication and training skills, always able to adapt quickly to new environments and provide stability on a team, effectively handles escalated customers and experience with documenting problems, and the actions that were taken to provide resolution. You might simply use the first sentence of your resume summary statement for your LinkedIn headline. Adaptable IT professional pursuing a progressive education, including multiple Microsoft, CompTIA A, and Cisco certifications. Now, it's your turn. Get out your resume. See if you can use your summary statement to create a powerful LinkedIn headline. Remember that it needs to be no more than one sentence long, clear and direct, and full of keywords and specific certifications for the kinds of jobs you're applying for. Revisit this every time you update your resume. Pause the video and come back when you're done. Check your work against the following criteria. Is it one sentence long? Does it use clear, direct language? And does it use keywords and specific certifications for the kinds of jobs you're applying for? Next, you'll fill in these portions of your profile: summary, past experience, and education. One major difference between your LinkedIn profile and your resume is that on your resume, you have a limited amount of space to include the most important points. On your LinkedIn profile, you have more space.
On LinkedIn, you can create a more comprehensive profile than you can on your resume, so you might as well make the most of it. You never know when a connection or experience you've had, even in a previous career, might spark the interest of an employer.
There's another big difference between your LinkedIn profile and your resume. On your resume, you write statistic-packed bullet points about each position. In your LinkedIn profile, there's only room for a summary of each position. But that doesn't mean the same principles don't apply. Use 2 to 3 of your strongest bullet points to create your summary in paragraph form. You can also include volunteer experience. As in the work history section, the education section gives you room to be more detailed. Here you can list degrees you've earned and even specific courses you've taken. While you don't want to include every single class you've ever taken post-high school, don't be afraid to list some highlights, particularly some of the most relevant coursework at MyComputerCareer. Next, fill in the certification section. Did you know that on average, LinkedIn members with certifications earn 6 times more views to their profile? Update your profile as soon as you pass those tests as a way to stand out from the crowd and attract opportunity. In fact, certifications are so powerful that LinkedIn gave them their own button so that you can add them to your profile straight from the providers like CompTIA A. This is a great way to showcase your expertise, show up in keyword searches, and even join specialized IT groups on LinkedIn that require specific certifications. Another thing you need to do is list your skills. You'll want to include the specific technical skills you've learned from MyComputerCareer, as well as your transferable skills that make you a good employee, like communication, work ethic, and teamwork. Then invite your contacts to endorse you for the skills you've listed. The best way to do this is to first endorse your contacts for the skills they've listed. The more endorsements you have for your skills, the more employers see that others back up those claims you're making about yourself. And that always makes you stand out as more credible. But be honest, don't endorse people for skills if you don't know yourself whether they actually have them. And don't ask for endorsements from people who would not know whether or not you have those skills. Finally, you can ask your MyComputerCareer instructors to write recommendations for you. These are displayed prominently on your LinkedIn profile and are a great way to show prospective employers the kind of high-quality candidate that you are.
I had no idea how important LinkedIn could be in a job search. I was connected with employers that I didn't even know were out there.
Now that is a LinkedIn profile you can be proud of.
Yeah, it really is, isn't it? It's only a matter of time before the right hiring manager finds me and offers me the perfect job.
Well, it's not quite that simple.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Creating a great LinkedIn profile is just the first step. Now we have to use it in a smart, strategic way to get you results. Let's go ahead and explore some of the great networking features that LinkedIn offers. First, let's start with status updates.
Well, that's easy. I love to live tweet my dinner every night.
Hold on. Updates on LinkedIn aren't like updates on other social networks. For example, no one on LinkedIn cares what you ate for dinner. I'm not sure anyone on Twitter or Facebook cares either, but that's a discussion for another day.
Oh, well then what should I post?
That's an excellent question. Use LinkedIn status updates to write thank yous to colleagues and teachers. Write congratulations to other people in your network on their promotions or other accomplishments. List educational achievements. For example, when you earn a new certification. Share your professional developments, such as a new internship or job, and no complaining allowed.
The rules on LinkedIn aren't too different than the rules in regular professional interactions. Be responsive, be positive, be thoughtful. Reach out and introduce yourself. When you send a connect request, don't use the generic canned LinkedIn request message, but customize it for each person and situation. Get involved. Update your own status and read and comment on other status updates. If you treat LinkedIn like you would any in-person professional interaction, you'll stand out in a positive way.
Of course, networking is just one small piece of the LinkedIn puzzle. More importantly, you can actually use LinkedIn as a job search tool. Here's how. First, make time for your job search every day. Job hunting is as much about discipline and putting in the effort as anything else. Next, use LinkedIn's advanced search function. You can search for people, jobs, and companies. For this example, let's look for jobs. You can see that a special job search function comes up. Be keyword savvy. Here are some keywords you might consider searching. A+, Network+, CompTIA A certification, help desk support, network engineer, IT analyst, network security. You can also narrow results by location, company, date posted, job function, industry, and more. See? Look at all the opportunities. Why don't you take a moment to try it? Pull up LinkedIn. When you see the search bar at the top of the page, click on Advanced. Then select Jobs as the category you'd like to search for. Enter a specific keyword and modify by location. Pause the video and come back when you're done. What did you find? Hopefully some exciting opportunities you can jump on. You can use LinkedIn to help you research companies you're applying to. You can learn more about their company culture, their values, the work they do, and even find the right person to address your cover letter and resume to.
Using LinkedIn was a fantastic resource for me when I was in my job search process. Even if I found the job listing elsewhere, I often looked them up on LinkedIn to learn more about their company and staff. It really helped me come across as prepared and professional in my cover letters, conversations, and interviews. And I think it was a big part in helping me get a great offer at a company that's a great fit for me.
Are you ready to let LinkedIn do the same for you? Let's review everything we've learned together. Take this quiz and test your knowledge. I'll ask a question and then you'll have 5 seconds to answer. Question 1, true or false? Your LinkedIn profile should mirror your resume exactly. The answer is false. In your resume, you're often picking and choosing the most relevant work experience. On LinkedIn, you have room to list your connection to the industry with transferable skills. Use it. You never know when it might spark a connection or interest with a prospective employer. Next question. Which of the following ways should you use LinkedIn status updates? A, give a thank you or congratulations. B, post educational milestones. C, share professional developments. D, write positive comments about your current position. Or E, all of the above. The answer is E. You can use status updates to give a thank you, congratulations, post educational milestones, share professional developments, and write positive comments about your current position. And remember, leave cat videos and recipes for the other social networks. Next question. How often should you use LinkedIn when you're in the middle of a job search? Every single day. Remember, consistency is key when it comes to finding the work you want. Congratulations, you did it. You're ready to create a LinkedIn profile that actually gets results. Here are your next steps. Take your own professional headshot if you don't have one already. Set up your LinkedIn profile as we've outlined here. Begin using LinkedIn every day to network and look for employment opportunities. I'm Jenny Nichols from MyComputerCareer, wishing you much success.